The Legal Services Authority or the LSA has appeared in the prelims examination as a question. What is the Legal Services Authority? The LSA refers to institutions set up at various levels in India to provide free legal aid and services to the marginalized and underprivileged sections of the society. The primary objective of LSA is to ensure that justice is accessible to all irrespective of their socio-economic status. Let's understand some of the details and the functions and structure. Article 39A of the Constitution of India provides for free legal aid to the poor and weaker sections of the society and ensure justice for all. Article 14 and 22 Clause 1 of the Constitution also makes it obligatory for the state to ensure equality before law and a legal system which promotes justice on the basis of equal opportunity of all. In the year 1987, the Legal Services Authorities Act was enacted by the Parliament, which came into force on 9th November 1995 to establish a nationwide uniform network for providing free and competent legal services to the weaker sections of the society on the basis of equal opportunity. The National Legal Services Authority or the NALSA has been constituted under the Legal Services Authorities Act 1987 to monitor and evaluate implementation of legal aid programs and to lay down policies and principles for making legal services available under the Act. In every state, a state legal services authority, and in every high court, a high court legal services committee have been constituted. District legal services authority, taluk legal services committees have been constituted in the district and most of the taluks to give effect to the policies and directions of the NALSA and to provide free legal services to the people and conduct Lok Adalats in the state. Supreme Court Legal Services Committee has been constituted to administer and implement the legal services program as it relates to the Supreme Court of India. So, we shall understand the structure once again. National Legal Services Authority at the national level, State Legal Service Authority at the state level, District Legal Service Authority or the DLSA in each district. Each legal services authority is composed of members appointed by the government, including a chairman who is typically a serving or retired judge of the High Court in the case of State Legal Service Authority and District Legal Service Authority. The members also includes lawyers, social activists and other eminent persons committing to provide legal aid. The legal service authorities provide free legal aid and services to eligible individuals who cannot afford the cost of litigation. This includes legal advice, representation in the courts, drafting of petition and applications. The LSAs conduct legal awareness programs and workshops to educate people about their rights and entitlements under the law. What about the mediation and conciliation, which is also a very important function? They facilitate mediation and conciliation for resolving disputes amicably, thereby reducing the burden on the formal judicial system. Implementation of legal aid schemes, like various legal aid schemes initiated by the government to ensure effective delivery of legal services. They monitor the implementation of legal aid programs and evaluate their effectiveness in reaching the intended beneficiaries. The LSA work towards promoting access to justice for vulnerable groups such as women, children, minorities, persons with disabilities, and the economically weaker sections of the society. Some LSAs also offer specialized services such as legal aid for victims of domestic violence, trafficking, and other forms of exploitation. The Lok Adalat is also one of the most important alternate dispute resolution mechanism. It is a forum where the disputes, cases pending in the court of law or at a pre-litigation stage are settled or compromised amicably. The Lok Adalat has been given statutory status under the Legal Services Authority Act 1987. Under this act, an award made by Lok Adalat is deemed to be a decree of a civil court and is final and binding on all parties, and no appeal lies against thereto before any court of India. The Lok Adalats are being organized by the legal services authorities or committees for settlement of cases pending before the courts.